I'm out here insulator hunting today on the what used to be the Santa Fe Railroad, close to Deer Creek, Oklahoma. This line was built in 1897 by a company called the Gulf Railroad, and it was quickly bought by the Santa Fe. And the telegraph line going along this is a real small line. The poles I've seen so far just have 2 insulators on every pole, and it's a little short 6-foot cross arms. But I haven't hunted out here, so we're gonna this is gonna be kind of a new experience, new line for me to hunt. This is pretty far away from home for me, so there's a lot of noise out here from all the oil wells. So that's all the background noise you're hearing. So we'll see what we can find. Old Hemi number 40 on this one, and over here I found an old Pulp Stump. That's what it looks like. This is a pole that replaced that one. Old wire. Oh, I don't know. These poles don't look. I don't know how old they are. They don't look too old. They've got metal pins on them. They're not. They don't have the old solid wood pins. And some of the poles on this line, I think, have the side pins, those wood side toe pins. So I'm gonna see if I can run into some of those. If they're in decent condition, I'm gonna try to get some of those side pins. But I went up here just to look, and it's just a regular old Hemi number 40. It's kind of torn up. There's a lot of wire groove damage. But I'm seeing like telltale signs. I think this is definitely a little bit newer construction. Like lock nuts on those carriage bolts, and the braces. A lock nut on that bottom of this pin, just a more modern metal pin, you know, with a wood cap on it. I don't know. It just seems like newer construction to me. It's definitely different than what I've seen before, you know. It's just little bitty, short 6-foot cross arms. So this cross arm almost looks older than the pole does. So I'm gonna keep moving. Maybe something better will come up. Broken piece of number 40. But yeah, like I was saying about this railroad, it was built by the Gulf Railroad in 1897, which I couldn't find any information on that line. Apparently they sold to Santa Fe pretty quick. This line was Santa Fe pretty much all its life, and then I believe it was the early 90s, it was bought by a short line railroad called the Central Kansas Railroad, and they closed this line, I believe, in 1995 or 1996. So it's been closed for about 26 years now. Thing's loud. Here's underneath one of these railroad bridges over a creek. This bridge here looks really pretty new. New construction. It's newer. These poles here have metal extension brackets to hold the arms up further past the pole. Road. I'm on the other side of Deer Creek now. Oh, here's got ATSF written on it. Santa Fe Railroad. hung up in these trees. Bare metal pin. Black plastic ones, man. There's even a lock nut on this. This just seems like newer construction to me. I could be wrong, but this line seems a lot newer than like that old line I hunted out in Bristow. Here's all the side pins I was talking about. Those two are a little far gone for me to take though. Man, this is a tiny pole. Another broke pole with plastic on it. Some standing ones up here. They have toll side pins and maybe some glass on them. We'll see. Side pins for here with the Beehive on them. I don't know if any of these side pins are worth taking or not. Something on this pole kind of surprised me. A beehive right there on the left side is a crown embossed Brookfield. So that's kind of a odd surprise. So I'm at least going to try to get that one on the left, I guess. This other one here just looks like an HG-Co. That's a crown embossed Brookfield. Yeah, sure enough, crown embossed Brookfield, 45 Cliff Street, New York. It's got a old number 16 on the dome, but right underneath it there's like there's a 15 too, right underneath it. So that's different. Then the patent date's on the back. I found these before, not on this line. I was very surprised to see this. There's a lot of bird crap on it, but oh well. But that's got to be one of the original insulators or something. And I went ahead and took this one too. It's a HG-Co. It's got really tiny letters, so I went ahead and took it. And I went ahead, this one's not in good condition at all, but I got one of the wood side pins. This is the one that HG-Co was on. The one the Brookfield was on was really torn up because the wire had broke right at the insulator and it put all the weight on one side of it. Broke it. This one here is cracked and broken on the bottom, but you know, this might be the nicest one I can get today. And I can still use this for a display at the house or something. It's got the original, one of the original nails with it. Gate right here. There's that's a spiral groove right here. So I'm probably gonna get it if I can. Set this wire up in there. It stays up here. Not fall on this gate. I knew it had this much damage, I got it now. So. These toll side ones. Yeah, these are beyond using, I'd say, even for a display. His next pole's got 2 insulators on it, so we'll see what they are. This pole here's got 2 hoop skirts on it. This one's shattered. This one's in decent shape. Looking down the line, got several poles missing, and then poles with cross arms start back up over there in the trees. Back to the arm construction now. More plastic insulators, or Bakelite or whatever it is. But both wires are still up for here. If you look right here, I just noticed this. Here's you a couple good examples of Western Union Splice. That's pretty cool. That's where they spliced the two wires together. So that's pretty cool. Spliced the ends of them together. Those are pretty looking ones right there. Kind of a thing of the past. So I'm just walking down for here. And this next pole looks like it's got plastic on it too. So hopefully I'll get some more glass. Wood side pins on this one broke. Here's one of those Continental rubber insulators. This pole here looks like it says, I don't know if you can see that or not. Man, my phone's not focusing at all. It says SF53 stamped into the wood right there. So maybe Santa Fe 1953. That's my guess. This pole definitely looks like could be a newer pole. Kind of it's got a lot of creosote on it. It just looks a lot newer. So I'm guessing that's probably what that is. And I don't know when those Continental rubberwork insulators are made, but I figured that sounds about right, 1953. But we just came up out of a creek bed. The railroad bridge is long gone. So hopefully I'll find some glass again and get out of this plastic and rubber crap. Back into some glass. This looks like a regular HGCO beehive. There's a couple more beehives on this pole, and the one on the left looks different. I think it may be a newer Brookfield. And I can't tell what that one is. Probably an HGCO, possibly an older Brookfield ground embossed, maybe. I think it's just an HGCO. But I don't know how to get these down. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I managed to get it down. This is one of the newer Brookfields. It's got a B on one side, and then up on the dome, it has a XO on it. I know these are probably more common back east, but here in Oklahoma, I don't run across very many Brookfield beehives. The crown embossed ones especially, but even these newer ones are kind of difficult for me to find. So this one's more of a dark aqua color. It's pretty. I'm definitely going to take this. So that's a pretty good find in my book. Streak of amber going across it right there. Another Brookfield Beehive, XO on the dome. Another HGCO Beehive on the right, and a Brookfield one on the left. I guess those Brookfield Beehives will be coming on this line. It's a long hole to the next pole. Doesn't look like there's anything on there. Love that dark aqua Brookfield color. It's pretty. Well, I'm about out right here, so I'm gonna head on back and maybe see about going on further down the line. We'll see. This one has a X1 on the dome. This will be my third Brookfield with just a B on the skirt, maybe third or fourth, I believe. Beehive I've gotten already. And then I got one crown embossed Brookfield, and I think I took a couple HGCOs because one had a little bit of amber in it, and one of my Brookfield B ones had some amber in it too. And then I got that spiral groove too, but it It's got quite a bit of damage, but I got it in anyway. But anyway, we'll see about heading on, driving further down the line and seeing what else is out here.